Hey everybody, Pastor Ty here. I'm the worship pastor at Fremont.Church and wanted to bring you an encouragement as you're thinking missionally about your faith. Today, it's not anything humongous, it's not anything extravagant. It's simply in your natural life allowing God to work supernaturally. Throughout our day, we have plenty of things that we're involved in, whether it be something at work, or maybe it's an extracurricular activity if you're a student, or maybe you have a child who has activities like sports or hobbies that you drive them to and get to know the parents of other students on their team or in their activity. And whether you know it or not, that is an environment for you to naturally allow God to be supernatural. Now, when I say supernatural, I don't want to bring up this idea of superpowered or incredible events. It can just be a natural conversation starter. Maybe there's something that you heard about at church the previous Sunday or the previous week that, applies to a conversation that you're having with a parent at your student's activity. Maybe there is something that you're a part of, like serving the families that we serve at the diaper drive, and you think one of your coworkers would love to be a part of that as well. Maybe it's just inviting them to be a part of the diaper distribution in a regular conversation. There are these moments where we just let God work through our daily life. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. It doesn't even have to be perfect. It can really just be having conversations and living out your faith in weekly and daily life. And maybe that sort of living prompts a coworker or a friend to ask you why you live the way you live. It isn't anything extraordinary to us, but it does allow God to work in the supernatural. When I was growing up and learning to lead worship, my worship pastor at the time said that during songs he would have moments for planned spontaneity. And what that was is he would plan a part of the song or a part of the service to allow God to work, to speak, or maybe for him to say something that was on his heart. But it was a planned time for God to move. And God, of course, moved outside of those times of planned spontaneity, but it was this pastor of mine allowing God's space specifically to do something. And sometimes that something was very simple and, just calling people into worship. And other times it was laying a verse on his heart to share with the congregation. These planned, spontaneous moments were that kind of just natural, supernatural moment. And we kind of work that out in ways here at FCC through these things that we call I will statements. So essentially, as we come away from whether it's a gathering on Sunday morning or maybe it's a discussion over Discovery Bible Study with a friend or a family member, what are the I will statements that we walk away with? And these are just things that we're committing to doing, whether it be committing to invite that coworker to the diaper distribution, or maybe invite a friend to student ministries on Wednesday night. It's just us committing to ourselves and to God. All right, this is a step of faith that I'm going to take. And again, the first part of the theme is natural. It is supernatural. There is, of course, that aspect that we are asking God to work and expecting him to work. But these are things that naturally come up in our lives. I'm not asking you to say, I will travel across the world to share the gospel. Maybe that is something that you want to do one day, but that isn't always the step for most people, to just naturally say, God, in my natural life, day to day, week to week, month to month, what are the things that I can be doing? How can I be displaying the love of Christ to the people around me? How can I share good news with people? And what does that good news look like? And asking God to show you how to do that, when to do that, where to do that. Again, giving moments and saying, God, I'm going to give you a moment of planned spontaneity today. Maybe it's asking a friend to coffee just to ask how they're doing. But that's my encouragement for you today, to allow God to work naturally and supernaturally, and maybe for the first time, write yourself an I will statement and see how God works with that. Hope you all have a great day and are blessed by that, and know that we at FCC are praying for you as you live on mission in your day-to-day life.